We don't get a budget. If we really like a horse and the boss really likes it, we won't stop. My name's Will Douglas. I work for Charlie Gordon-Watson Bloodstock, and this week we're buying around 25 horses to race on in Qatar that have been running in England, and they'll continue their careers out there under Jassim Al-Ghazali. They like to buy proven horses that have got good English form and that have been running up to this point. We really like buying from here because the season starts end of September out there, so we can give them a short break here and then ship them in 1 month, and they'll arrive in Qatar with plenty of time to be ready for the new season. So far we've bought 19 horses, and this is the last day, and we're probably going to try and get another 6 or 7 today and see how we go. So there's a horse we want to buy later that will probably be quite expensive, and we got it x-rayed and scanned last night, and they just wanted to know about the soundness, because in Doha the ground is so hard and the race course is so tight on a round circle that the horses have to be so sound, otherwise they just can't deal with the change in the environment to what you have in England. He's seen all the horses, x-rayed some of them, scoped some of them, and then I'm going to get a report from him now.
She was nice, she was very, very straightforward. Again, no major issues.
I go through the catalogue as soon as it comes out, and that takes quite a long time. And then me and Jassim will go through it as well in Doha, and then we'll speak on the phone a few times, compile a few lists, and then come and check every horse, see what we think, go through its form, and then make a decision on if it suits. If we want it, everything has a price, but if it passes the vet well and we like it physically and we really want it and it fits the race profiles for Qatar, then we'll go all out to try and buy it. It's pretty nerve-wracking, but I think if you really want the horse, you're prepared to keep going, and you're just, you know, they really want the horse, they understand the risks. You've got to calculate the risk, and they've calculated the risk, and they want the success, and sometimes you've got to step up and buy the horse. Biggest highlight is when they do well, regardless of what they cost. You don't go out to buy expensive horses, you go out to buy the horses you really like. But if they end up expensive and you've got someone that wants to pay that, then it's fantastic. Put a bit of faith in you. Essentially, you always want to try and buy a horse with a good attitude, a good mind, because if they don't have the right attitude, they could be the most fastest horse in the world, but they'll never win a race. And that's obviously a pretty hard thing to work out, but you can learn a lot from the pedigree and piece it all together from there. Jassim and I bought a really good horse called Please Let Me Win that won on their big international day, and a horse called Old Tashid, who was relatively inexpensive purchase, who did incredibly well out there. With a friend who trains in England called Charlie Fellows, we bought a horse called Cassiopeia. No one really wanted, and he won a maiden by 9 lengths, and we sold him for a huge amount of money. The racing in Doha is very different. Maidens are very valuable and quite easy to win. So we actually sometimes want horses that haven't won races. There's not many sprint races, only a few, so we don't want too many sprinters, really mild types. No, so they're here for about a month, the horses, and then Jassim, the trainer, will go back to Qatar, and I will check them every day whilst they're here, and then they'll ship and just keep updates. In October, when we buy at the sale here, similar sale, we work all the horses. They stay in full training for the month before they ship, but at the moment they're just going to have a holiday now here. Proven horses in training, the market is incredibly strong, and to race on in Hong Kong, Qatar, America, Australia, Dubai, Singapore, there's so many people that want to buy the horses, and they will pay really big money to do it, that it's a lot of people are trying to do it. Very satisfying when you find a horse with an angle that you really want to buy and you manage to buy it, and it's a bit of pressure, but it's everyone enjoys it, and hopefully we'll have a lot of winners in Qatar from it.
Ari Mahoda, Ari Eka, Mahoda,